back to our channel. We're back again with another video. It's Calypso and Nayeli here. And today, oh my gosh, I'm so excited to do this video. I've been wanting to talk about this for so long. Oh my gosh. So let's just get into it. Today, we're gonna talk about breastfeeding. Woo! Let's get into it. Let's get into it. Okay, so for me, this whole thing started when I was about 23, 24 weeks pregnant, and I started leaking colostrum. So what colostrum is, it's basically just this yellowish, it's the first form of milk that your body will produce. So it's got a yellowish color and it comes out in little drops. It doesn't come out not even nearly as much as your breast milk will come out. So very little, but that's all your baby needs because it's literally, oh my gosh, it's liquid gold. It's packed with nutrients, antibodies, everything your baby will need. The first like boost that your baby will need as soon as they're born into this world, it's perfect for them. That's why it only comes out so little as well. It's so concentrated and so rich that that's all they need. Plus their stomachs are like this big when they first born, so yeah, it is. Okay, so yes, colostrum. Colostrum will last for about 3 to 5 days. For me, on the third day was when my white breast milk came in, and oh my gosh, on that third day I woke up. Well, you know what? Before I actually get into that, let me tell you, a lot of people asked me, does it hurt when you breastfeed? And when I was breastfeeding just the colostrum for the first 3 days, it didn't hurt at all. And I was like, oh, this is nice. Well, this doesn't hurt. I was told it was going to hurt, and it's so cool and everything. But on that third day, when my milk came in and my boobs were the size of basketballs and they were so hard, that hurts a little bit. Just waking up like that hurts a little bit. But when I started feeding, when you started drinking that milk, it did hurt. I'm not gonna lie, it did hurt. But a little bit of pain is normal. It's going to hurt for the first few seconds as soon as the baby latches on. Especially because when the baby first latches on, the baby sucks really hard for the milk to start flowing. And once the milk starts flowing, then they go at like a regular pace. So at first, for those first few seconds, it did hurt for me personally. It did hurt. But then it passed, and about a week or so after that, I soon got used to it and it didn't hurt anymore. And now I can do this with my hands tied behind my back, so everything's better. That's the only pain really I felt. And also another thing, when Nayeli was about 2 weeks old, I think she was about 2 weeks old. Yeah, Nayeli is a baby that sleeps a lot. She sleeps a lot. This baby could sleep for 5-6 hours during the day and not wake up. Like she just didn't want to wake up. She'd wake up when she feels like it. And there's nothing wrong with that because she was gaining weight, still is gaining weight. She's fatter every day. But yes, she sleeps a lot. So during the day, she would sleep 4, 5, 6 hours, and I wouldn't wake her up to feed because I thought, why not? And I didn't express either. And then all of a sudden, I came down with a fever, and I didn't know what this was. I almost shat myself the way I was so scared. I was like, oh my gosh, what is wrong with me? What if I'm sick? What if I pass it to my baby? What is going on? So I called my mom and I said, Mom, I don't know what to do. I have a fever. What if I pass it to Nayeli? I don't feel good. What am I gonna do? But there was literally nothing else wrong with me. I didn't have a cough or a stuffy nose, or I didn't feel nauseous or anything. All I had was a high temperature and a headache. So my mom said to me, she explained to me that if when you're breastfeeding, if you don't feed your baby regularly, the milk can like clog up. That's why I sort of like felt my breasts and was trying to feel them and everything, and there was like little, like it feels like a little lump or whatever, and obviously that makes you worry. As soon as you feel a lump in your breast, it makes you worry. But I just followed my instincts. I knew nothing was wrong. I knew nothing was wrong. It's just obviously something was wrong, but I knew it was nothing major. So my mom said, no, it's okay. It's just because the milk is clogged. So that's why you've got a temperature, and that's why you feel that little lump. All you have to do is just feed her, and don't let her sleep for so long without feeding. Or if you do want to let her sleep, take out the milk express. So she sent me a pump. She bought me a pump, and she got it sent over the next day, and I started expressing, and literally 2 days after that, I was good as gold. I felt better. So that happened to me, and if it happens to you, don't get worried. Just take out that milk. Take out all that milk. Make sure you do. And I don't wake Nayeli up anymore. I did for a few days after that because I used to get worried, but I would find that when I wake her up, she's such a heavy sleeper for a baby, and she just won't wake up. I'll change her nappy, she'll move around and fuss a little bit, whatever, but if I try feed her, she won't feed because she just wants to sleep. So now I just let her sleep, man. When she wants to sleep, I let her sleep. And what I do is I express the milk. I just pump it out. And by doing that, I figured out that there's so many other things I can use this breast milk for. Like, I use it to clean her eyes. I pour it in her bath. She has eczema, so I just rub it on her skin, on her face. And using it in her bath has helped a lot as well. Like, it looks much better than what it was at first. Her face looks much better. And yeah, there's so many other things you can use your breast milk for. Ladies, this amazing milk that your body is making is just, it's good for everything. It's good even for your nipples. If I personally don't, but if you suffer from like cracked nipples or anything, you can just rub it, and I've heard that helps a lot. If your baby scratches their face, like this one right here, she's got a problem with scratching her face. When she cries like, woo! She's so dramatic. So she scratches her face. But if you put the breast milk, it's also good for that. It's a natural moisturizer. It's good for everything. You can literally use this for anything and everything. Okay, yes, you guys get it. Breast milk. Put it on anything, use it on everything, use it with everything, do everything with it. It's good for everything. Yeah. Now let's talk about the Latch. Oh my gosh. For some reason, right, before I had a baby, I thought that babies are only supposed to suck on the nipple of the breast, and that's how they feed. But no, I couldn't have been more wrong. When your baby actually latches on, they're supposed to have like cheeks full, like a mouth full of breast, not just the nipple. They'll take in as much as they can, so that the nipple is actually at the back of their mouth, and the milk will just go directly in. So if your baby latches on and they only have the nipple in their mouth and their cheeks are like doing that, and you can hear like a noise, it means air's going in. It's not good. So just take them off, put your pinky, just nicely take them off and make them latch on again. But yes, when Nayeli was born, actually I got so blessed. I just picked her up and she latched on all by herself. She found the TT all by herself and she latched on properly, and from then she just magic. She just fed on her own. She didn't need any help. So thank God. But if you do need help, there's nothing wrong with that. Some babies latch on, some babies don't. Some need help. Some will even prefer a bottle. But point is, you have to just try your best. So let's talk about breastfed baby behavior. I'm gonna tell them. I'm gonna snitch. I'm telling them all about you. Yeah. So Nayeli is actually exclusively breastfed. She doesn't even drink breast milk from a bottle. She doesn't take a dummy. She doesn't take anything. The only thing that goes in her mouth is the TT. She doesn't play about her TT. She loves the TT. So it was definitely a bit harder when she was smaller because she wouldn't even like when anyone else picked her up. She just wanted to be held by me. We tried giving her a bottle as well. I tried expressing and putting it into the bottle for her to drink. She didn't want it. She doesn't want a dummy. She doesn't want anything. So it would make her, oh, excuse you. It would make her very, very clingy. The first night we got home from the hospital, and oh my gosh, this baby, she would not go to sleep in her cot. She was like, nope, that's not happening. We would make her fall asleep in our arms, me and her dad, and we would put her down and she would start crying. And then we'd pick her up, make her sleep again, put her down, start crying. It was just a whole cycle. So for that first night when we came home from the hospital, are you okay? Yeah, so for that first night when we came home from the hospital, no one slept. Only she did. We would like take it in shifts, her dad and I. He would hold her and I would sleep, and then I would wake up and I would hold her and he would sleep. So we didn't really sleep that first night. But then after that, we would make her sleep in the Moses basket because it was a bit more cozier for her and she preferred to sleep there. So until now, she hasn't used her cot, but she's getting a bit big for the basket. So I'm just going to move into the cot real soon. But that is so off topic. Oh my gosh, I'm so bad. Yes, clinginess. Oh my gosh, breastfed babies tend to be very clingy, because they like to feel that closeness, and yeah, they just want to be with you all the time. They just want to smell the milk and mommy all the time, which is normal behavior. But slowly they get used to being with other people and being not away from you, but like being with someone else, like their dad or another family member. So when it comes to your milk supply, if you feel like your body's not producing enough milk or you want to make more milk, I would say the first thing I would say is drink lots of water. Make sure you're well hydrated, because your body needs a lot of water to make breast milk. And secondly, eat well. Eat healthy as much as you want. Just make sure you're eating properly. I know that breastfeeding can be very time consuming and sometimes you can just forget to eat, but make sure you're just always eating properly. Okay, so thirdly, how it basically works is just supply and demand. So the more milk comes out, the more milk your body will produce. So if your baby is like my baby who sleeps a lot throughout the day, you can always express. This really helps because, for example, just as I said, when your baby's sleeping, or even when your baby's feeding on one boob, you can express the other. Whatever. Whenever you have time, just express the milk and your body will make more milk because more milk will be coming out. So don't think that, oh, if I take out too much milk, then I'm going to run out. And no. That's not true. You find that the more you express, the more milk your body will make, for sure. So I think I've covered just about everything I wanted to talk about. So that's it for today. Thank you so much for watching, and we'll see you in our next video. If you do have any more questions though, you could comment them down below and I'll be more than happy to answer any questions you may have.